I have mentioned when the Holy Ghost led me there, and I got emotional about the operation of this church and the giftings that God has blessed me with to pass this particular church. And I mentioned the gift of wisdom and knowledge. Brother Baker, what do you see is the difference, if there is any? It must be, because he listed them different, of wisdom and knowledge.
You know, the simple definition, Pastor, is knowledge is what to do, and wisdom is how to do.
Very good.
So that's the simple thing. And if I could just real quick, in the book of Acts, it's recorded in the 15th chapter, when the Gentiles came into the church, there was a great confusion. And the amazing thing is, and this really, I think, fits in what you just said. By the way, that was the gift of the Spirit working. Thank God for that demonstration. But Paul was there trying to handle the council. Now here's a man that was used mightily in miracles, because it even says it in that story. He couldn't do it. Of all people, James stepped in, used the word of wisdom by quoting Amos, and settle the issue.
That's exactly.
So I think, you know, that's the difference. And then the word of gift of knowledge was used when the apostle confronted Ananias and Sapphira. Yeah. So there is a difference. One is what to do, and the other is how to do it.
That's very good. Any gentleman want to add on to that?
I have a friend of mine who uses a neat analogy. He said the gift of wisdom ought to operate with all the other gifts, because it is the brakes and the steering mechanism. It's exactly what Brother Baker said. It's how to apply it. It tells you which way to turn, when to stop, and when to go.
Very good. That's very good.
Different administrations and different people. For me, the word of knowledge is a revelation of things in the physical world. Things natural, facts, figures, something about somebody, just a fact. Discerning of spirits would be a revelation of things in the spirit world. You've mentioned word of wisdom and knowledge, but you also are very gifted in discerning of spirits. You demonstrate that leading this conference. You sense the spirit, the movement, the mood of the spirit, and you flow with the right song. That's discerning in the spirit. It's a revelation of spiritual realities.
Thank you.
A word of wisdom, for me, operates as an instruction from God or an action that connects to the supernatural. Something that can be done that releases supernatural power. A scriptural example would be fill the water pots with water. Well, they needed wine. That makes no sense. Word of wisdom is not a clever instruction. That'd be natural wisdom or experience. But if what you do releases supernatural power, then it becomes a word of wisdom, because it was supernaturally charged. Fill the water pots with water, they obey, now they got wine. So it's not clever or wise per se, it just releases the miraculous, and that's what makes it clever.
That's very good.